hotel. I just didn't get around to it. I was following up on business. I just just closed the deal for a weekend program, and I spoke to a gentleman on Zoom, really nice guy, who was inquiring about my 1-year social anxiety program. So we had a good chat, and we should be working together in a couple of months. And I was just enjoying my Saturday. I've come from the gym today. So yeah, I'll try and do a quick one anyway for accountability. So I want to share a message on this channel, right? It's about the best thing I can tell you right now. So with social anxiety, you've got two choices. Number one, you can let it ruin your life. You can continue living the way that you're living now, which, I'm not being patronizing. You're not going to be happy doing that. Or you can do what this title says. This is what I've done. This is my story. And this is what I help committed clients to do. This is what anyone can do. You can transform your social anxiety into confidence and success in any area that you choose. And the quickest way you can do that now, you can do that without even taking my coaching or any coaching. You make a commitment. To face all your social fears, or the social fears that are most holding you back in your life. And when you do that, exactly what it says on the tin, what it says on this title, the social anxiety that you're dealing with, that you're having, that energy, that negativity, I know how it shows up. Paranoia, fears of trusting people, fears of being judged, fears of stuttering, fears of displaying symptoms of anxiety in front of other people. You're afraid of that. You keep facing it, and you get to a stage where I got to on my committed clients, where it's not that you don't stop being human and you don't stop having a healthy care, but you don't care what people think. You feel the fear, you do it anyway, and you get into a great place. So that's how you do it. I'm going to be doing an event on this, which I've advertised on Meetup. That's going to be in the future. But if any of you actually can't do it on your own, you can't, for whatever reason, the fear is too strong, the resistance, the fear of being hurt, rejected, judged, so forth, get in contact for my mentorship. A guy messaged me today, and he made a great point in his email. He did my weekend program months ago. Lovely guy, I really got on well with him. And I offered him to do more coaching, and he said he was okay. He got a lot of value from my program. Anyway, I've got an email from him today, and I won't say word for word, it's too long, but basically what he said to me is, made a lot of progress on my coaching. He's tried to do everything on his own. He can't do it, and he wants to work with me again. He wants to do another weekend program, and he wants to also do my 6 weeks program. And he said to me, I've realized, Jonathan, life's short. These are his words. We're all gonna die eventually, so I want to get it handled. So he asked me, can he pay installments, because he doesn't have all the money up front to do my 6 week program. And I said to him, look, he's a lovely guy. That's not how I work. I don't do installments. It doesn't work for me. I get people to commit to the full payment, or if they can't do it, they can stick to the free videos. So I wrote to him, I said, follow your advice. You said to me, life's too short, so why don't you make the financial investment? Because you've got the money, people have got savings, he has a job. He got back to me, and he agreed, and he's gonna make the transfer tomorrow, and I'm gonna work with him. So this is the whole mindset you need. You can't live in fear, whether it's the fear of spending money because you're not going to make any money, or it's the fear of being judged. It's all fear. Whether you're going to spend money or not, if you don't, you're going to have to face the fear. So I always say to people, I've given you the teaching for free. I'm not saying you guys are saying that I'm not giving you, but I'm just speaking out loud to anyone listening who doesn't know me, never met me before. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Whether you're going to spend money or not, you have to spend your courage, energy. If you don't face it, it's not going to change. So that's how you turn your social anxiety into confidence and success. And listen, you already know this, but I'll say it again, because sometimes people's minds like to play tricks and games and play this whole fantasy. You've got to get uncomfortable. You can't get to the stage where I got to with my confidence. And look, I'll give you an example. I'm in this lovely hotel today. The people are nice, the coffee's great. I couldn't have imagined in my wildest dreams when I was starting out that I could ever be in a place like this, even doing the live stream speaking. I couldn't go to places like this. I couldn't leave my house. I was too paranoid. I cared too much about not trusting people, paranoid, people judging me. People are nice in here. You know, I bought coffee today and the guys charged me for one instead of two. Why is that? It was because I got good manners, I got good confidence, and I know how to talk to people. You guys can do the same. So this is proof. This is how I transferred my social anxiety into success. Because for me, success is not just about what people think. It's not about loads of money, followers on Instagram. I don't really care about that stuff. It's about overcoming the fear. That's success. Now, the consequences of that are, of course, you're going to make more money if that's what you want to do. And everyone wants to have some money to live on. Of course, you're going to have better relationships. So it comes down to taking action. So you got a choice, like I said. If you don't face the social anxiety, then you're not going to be successful. You're not going to be confident. You're always going to be held back. You're not going to go to the gym because you're going to be afraid about what people are thinking about you. You're not going to go on a first date because of the same reason. You're not going to start your own business, or you're not going to get a job. You're not going to travel. You're not going to make new friends. You're not going to communicate more openly and honestly with your family. Listen, I'm not saying this to be horrible. I'm saying it because I care and I want to help you. And I've been through it. And I know how horrible it is when you allow the social anxiety to keep you in a prison. I went through it for the first half of my life. I sat in a flat. I wanted to kill myself every day. I didn't have the courage to do it, thank God. I didn't want to go on living the way I was. And I got to a point where I couldn't take it no more. And that was the best point, because that's when I changed. So I have a passion for this because it feels good when you overcome it. Good is an understatement. It feels more than good. You'll be crying when you overcome it. You will be, because it means so much to you, and it meant so much to me to get past it and overcome it. And becoming fearless is about having courage, having some guts between your legs, and taking the action and continuously doing that. It's not a quick fix. It's not like, oh, okay, I just face my social anxiety tomorrow and that's it. It's like, no, you've got to face it for life. If you want to be successful and join the list of other successful people, which you can, no one's stopping you out there. I'm not stopping you. I'm helping you. If you're committed and you're open-minded, can't force you otherwise. You're holding yourself back. I was doing it all my life. I didn't even realize I was doing it. I used to think, can't make any money, I can't get a girlfriend, everyone's against me, life's against me, anxiety's against me, I've got these thoughts, I've got these demons that I'm just being tortured every day. But the reality was, no one was against me, or certainly not the level of people that I thought were. My own mind, my own anxiety was so strong that it created thoughts, voices, emotions, negative stories, threats, consequences, none of which ever really came true when I faced it. You're stronger than you think you are. You're stronger than you could ever believe that you are. But if you don't act on your courage, you're not going to get confirmation, and it's not going to be true what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying is true. It's true for me because I've done it, and I know it's true for my committed clients who have spent their hard-earned money because I've helped them and they've done it. And I know it's true for many of you that have followed my videos and took my advice, applied it in your own life, and made it true for you. So it's trying to reach and help more people and educate more people on. It really is. Look, we hear it all the time on YouTube. It's a mindset. Yeah, it's just cliche. Yeah, it is a mindset. I think it's a bit more than that though. It's here. It's heart. It's having the courage and the guts, and it's stepping in the ring, metaphorically speaking. It's stepping out on stage on a public talk. The small things are a big deal. So some person might say, well, I can't even go into a coffee shop and make eye contact and order coffee. If you do that and you push yourself, which I know you can do, that is success. It's not about comparison. It's not about, oh, well, you know, he built a successful business and he had social anxiety, so I'm going to compare myself to that. And I'm just nobody, and me going in and getting a coffee isn't a big deal. No, you're totally wrong. The small things are a big deal. It's a massive deal when you've got social anxiety. Everything counts in terms of positives and negatives, because for me, success when I was starting out and I was struggling with this awful anxiety, success was me just being able to get out of bed and face the panic attacks and have a shower and take a shit, put my clean clothes on and leave the house. That was huge success because I couldn't do it on some days. So I don't want to hear people saying, well, it's not successful for me because I just said hello to someone. No, the small things are a big deal, because to get to a point where, let's say you want to build a successful business, I know that's not everyone's goal on this channel, but a lot of you do want to do that, and I want you to do that, and I'd love to help you to do that if you want my help. In order to do that big thing in your head, you've got to do the small things first. So leaving the house and putting your clean clothes on and putting your best foot forward and saying hello to someone when you've got social anxiety, it's a massive deal. I know that. I had it. I overcome it. So the small things are a big deal. And everyone's at different places. So you don't, look, I'll say it again, it's going to take some time for people to get it. You have to stop comparing yourself to other people. You're going to lose like that. I don't compare myself to anybody. I'm proud of myself for doing that. I've built the discipline. I don't even think about that. I never even think about, oh, he's better than me, he's got this, he's got that. Great, that's really good for you. I don't know what you mean by a link. What do you mean by a link? But I like what you said there, and I agree with you. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, the guy next door. You're right in what you said. The porn addiction is attached to that, and if you want to get over the porn addiction, you've really got to get over the social anxiety. I'm going to make a video on that, but well done. So it's the little habits that make a difference. Oh yes, sorry my friend, I've got you there. Yes, the link between the two, absolutely. I'll make a video on that. I'll go into that more. You're right. It's all those things. It's all the little things that make a difference. So that's a positive that anyone can take, and that should make a lot of people happy on this channel, knowing that all you got to do to start with, focus on you. Because sometimes, like, people say to me, can I speak to one of your clients that's been successful in your program, or what sort of results do they get? And again, I said to a client, I understand what you're saying, and if you really need to, then you can look at the testimonials that are on YouTube. They're not all on YouTube. I don't get every client because I don't really need to, but you're comparing yourself again to my other client. You're different. Let's work on you. Let's compare to how you were today and how we can be better the next day. Because that old comparison, that's just going to hold you back. There's always someone better, bigger, stronger, more wealthy. You don't get happiness like that. You get happiness by finding the happiness in yourself, the confidence. So it's the small habits that you begin to start with. And I'll keep saying it. I don't get bored of saying it. When I work with people, I build them up step by step, day by day, because that's where they get to achieve the big goals. And the small goals are the big goals, because realistically, if you can't get out of your house, then you're not going to be able to do all the other things, are you? I do get it. It is hard for people when they're struggling, and the way that the mind works, it will start comparing, and if you don't get control. I'm going to do more videos. I'm on a mission now. Been for a while, where I'm going to explain how I built myself up and how I started off with very small steps that most people would overlook and just go, that's not a big deal, because they don't understand the process. They've not done it yet. They don't understand the value of it. You never really can understand the value until you experience it personally, or you might get a sense from my energy, my story, and my clients. So you got to start off small and build yourself up. Unless you're really brave and you just want to go all out, great. If you want to take coaching now and do my 1-year program, let's do it right now. Let's make the sale now. Let's get started. And you just want to take everything on now, you can do that. Most people can't do that. I'll tell you why they can't do it. Not because they're not good enough. They're not mentally and emotionally strong enough. They can't just go in and face everything. They need to do it gradually to get used to it. But there are some people out there that can do it. So it depends on who you are, how committed you are, what your mindset is like, what your heart set is like, because I think it takes more heart than it does mind, even though it's a cliche. Everyone says it's a mindset to be successful, and that is true, but sometimes that gets lost in translation. I think it's a lot more than just the mindset. I think it's here, it's heart, and it's down here, it's bollocks, it's cojones. It's not, because here's where the problem is. The mental health problem of the anxiety is the overthinking and the paranoia and the worrying. What beats the mind is heart. It's a heart set. I think I'm going to change the word. We're going to change it up. How much is it for the 1 year coaching? 10k, costs £10,000. That's the price for it. So like I said, it's a heart set. The heart, look, the only thing in my experience, and I've got, how many years of experience have I got with facing fear? I started facing, actually, that's not true. I started when my dad was making me face my fear when I was like 11, 13. So I've got about 30 years experience. And what I can tell you from my own experience with conquering fear and having to conquer it every day, it's heart. The heart, because the fear starts in here, it starts in the head, it manifests here, and it triggers here. That heart is what conquers it and beats it. And I've been coaching for almost 11 years, which I'm really pleased and fortunate about. All this talking truth makes me want to have another coffee. I just want to say you guys have been fantastic, by the way. You guys have supported me through thick and thin. And I really appreciate it, not just through lately, but from all the times I've been teaching and reigning, all through my ups and downs. The great thing is as well, it's an intelligent audience where how many coffees I drink a day? I drink on average around, I say on average 2. I have 2 coffees a day. One in the morning before work, coaching in the gym, and then one a bit later on. I might occasionally go past that, it depends on the day. Weekends treat myself, maximum 3, but on average, yeah, I have 2 coffees a day. Tim, you inquired about coaching before. Are you still interested in coaching, doing a program? And I think you're living in the States. If you are, let me know. I've been following up on business today. I've really enjoyed it, actually, getting back to people on email. I've got a guy signed up for a program with me tomorrow. Another guy I spoke to about a year. He's interested in starting in a few months. So if any of you are interested in getting coaching and speeding up the process with having a coach, which it 100% does, there's no doubt about it. If people, quick question answered, what's the advantage of getting coaching for social anxiety as opposed to doing it on my own? You make progress quicker with a coach. It's going to take longer doing it on your own. Straight away, question answered right there. That's one of the benefits, one of the many benefits. Another question people will ask me is, can I successfully overcome social anxiety without a coach? Answer to the question is yes, but it's going to be a lot harder. Unless you're really determined and you're brave and you're hardworking. Of course you can do it without a coach. I'm not going to lie to people and say that they have to have a coach. It's not true. You can do anything you put your mind to. But the truth is, most people will not do it on their own. They can't do it. They won't be able to cope with the stress and the anxiety, and it's lonely doing it on your own without help. And I couldn't have got here on my own, even though I would have liked to believe that when I was younger, because my pride used to get in the way as well. So don't need another man telling me what to do, helping me. I'm not spending my money, I'll do it on my own. That didn't get me very far. I did a certain amount on my own, and I'm proud of myself because I was very determined, very strong-minded when I set myself a goal, and a lot of heart and courage, despite having obviously fears like everybody else and insecurities. But at some point, it gets thank you, that's fine. It gets difficult, so you need some help. And I eventually got a coach, paid mentor. It's one of the best investments I ever made. But yeah, people can do it on their own if they're determined, especially if you've got a loving family and some good friends around you that you can just be completely honest with and get some support. So yeah, there's hope for everyone, thank God. Which is why I do both models in my business, which I teach other people, which is a great model that I love, where I have high ticket coaching because I'm worth every penny that I charge for and more. And I do this as a living, but I also put out loads of free content like these streams and videos, which are free for people. They've got all the information they need to change their life. There's no excuses unless the ones that they make, so it's down to them to apply the information, so you get best of both worlds. good little tip there. Anyone who's running a business or who wants to start a business and they want to be successful, make money and make an impact, use my business model, a model that many of the successful teachers have used, like Tony Robbins, Les Brown. Make sure you charge good prices for your coaching. Make sure you're good at what you do so you can make a good living and people value you and they don't waste your time. But also put a lot of free stuff out so you can be charitable, be a good person and help people who are financially, they're not fortunate, they can't afford it, they don't have the money. And also, it's also a good practice anyway. It's good for your soul. It's good for your. It's just good. It's just good all round. It helps everyone, and that's the values that I've been brought up with. And I like that model because it feels right, and it's the right thing to do. Some people don't agree with it. They're going to charge for everything, but I think that's. I don't agree on that. So yeah, you're fair. You've got best of both worlds. Yeah, this is a little bit of a taster. I'm going to do, if I can tomorrow, I'm going to do a longer stream because it's getting a bit late now. I've got to head back. I've had an amazing day today. I hope you guys have had a good day. I'm going to catch up on the boxing. I will be doing more streams. Sometimes a short one is better anyway. We get straight to the point. So anyone listening, I'm going to leave you with this. This is how you change your life. Turn your social anxiety into confidence and success in any area. Dating, family, friends, social, traveling, business, YouTube, any area you want. Make a commitment. Make a commitment, a mental and emotional commitment that you're going to face this. If you can't do it on your own and you've got the finances, make the financial commitment investment. Take a program with me. If I'm not the right coach for you, find a coach who you trust who's right for you. Make the financial investment. There's a psychology. When people spend money, they value things more, they show up, they take the action, they get the results, and you'll make more money. So do that. This is the foundation that I teach on this channel, and I do it on my paid programs, and I do it in my life. Go to the gym 3 times a week. Eat a healthy diet as consistent as you can. You haven't got to be a diet freak. Set a long-term goal that resonates with you, something that you want to do in your life that you enjoy. Try and socialize with your family minimum once a month, if not more. And also with your friends. Don't be on your own all the time, at least more than a month. That's too long to be in isolation. But learn to enjoy your own company. So go to the gym, eat a healthy diet, see family, see friends, work on your business or your career, work on your dating life, go on dates, pursue a relationship with the right person. If you follow that advice and you keep doing that, you're going to turn your social anxiety into confidence and success. Guys, on that note, have a cracking weekend. And I'll speak to you guys soon. And if you want to inquire about my coaching, my email address is below all my videos. And if you're committed to doing a paid mentorship program to help you to overcome this anxiety, you'll find out where I am. All right, pleasure, guys.